Hello violin friends, and welcome back to the Vibrant Violin YouTube channel. Today I want to talk with you about the importance of including a stretching routine as part of your daily violin practice. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and consider sharing it with your violin friends, especially if you find this information helpful in your violin journey. So stretching is something that is very overlooked in the violin world, I think. And I like to remind everyone that playing the violin is a very athletic thing. So we as musicians are athletes in our own way. We are extending our muscles, we're developing muscles, we're straining muscles, and so it's important to take care of the muscles that we're using. So I'm just going to give you 4 simple stretches today. I have a lot more that I use but I want to give you a starting point. So let's get right into it. These are stretches that I would recommend that you do about 5 to 10 minutes of stretching before you practice, after you practice, and if you practice for a long time, I would recommend every 30 minutes that you take a break for some stretches and just relaxing your muscles. So let's jump right into it. The first stretch that I want to show you is for the upper shoulders, upper back. So you're just going to interlace your fingers, reach straight out in front of you, and then bring your hands up and behind you, and then you start to kind of pull against your fingers, resisting that, and you're going behind your head. And you keep that, and you kind of keep that tightness back there as you roll your arms down and around. And then you're going to relax your arms and then roll your shoulders all the way around. So that should stretch your shoulders and your upper back. The next stretch that I want to show you is for the neck. So this one is very important that you're very gentle. And anytime that you're stretching, with every stretch, you want to make sure you're breathing deeply, inhale and exhale, and that you're holding the stretches for about 10 seconds in order for them to really do your muscles some good. So this stretch is pretty basic. You're going to be standing tall. I'm going to sit down because you can see me better that way. But you're going to be standing tall with your arms relaxed at your side. You're just going to take one hand to your head and tip it and just barely rest your arm weight onto that. And then you can kind of rotate this hand at your side to kind of change where that is stretching. Okay, and then of course the other side, same thing. And then we can also very gently just tip the back of the neck forward. So that's kind of for this a basic stretch for the neck area. And then another of my favorite stretches is prayer hands. So you're just gonna put your palms together like this, and keeping your hands close to your body, you're going to come down in front of you, and then you can kind of start to twist this a little bit to get the different fingers. Okay, so you can move to the little finger, the fourth finger, the third finger, the index finger, and even the thumbs, just kind of moving that around to stretch not only the wrists but kind of the fingers as well. And then the last stretch that I want to share with you today is to just reach straight out in front of you, allow the wrist to dangle. You're going to grab that with the other hand and gently pull that back. Now you're going to try to keep the top of your arm from rotating, but you're going to just push this to one side and then to the other side. And that will stretch up the sides of the arm and the wrist and the finger muscles that go up into the forearm. And then the same thing, so making like a stop sign and tipping that back stretches the fingers a little bit again. You can kind of play with that. And then again, you're going to keep this from rotating, and you're going to pull this direction and push this direction. Okay, and then I like to shake these out when I'm done. Just loosen that whatever tension is left over there. Same thing with the other side. So you grab that, gently pushing it and pulling it, stop sign, fingers, kind of individual fingers a little bit there, and tipping again without rotating the top of the arm. Okay, so those are just 4 very simple, very basic stretches to try to help you get started with a stretching routine that's going to focus on the muscles that we tend to strain when we practice. So upper shoulders, upper back, neck, hands, fingers, wrists, arms, even little stretches like this are going to help you. Honestly, I recommend that you start with any kind of stretching. I think that full body stretching of any kind is going to help you because our bodies are all connected, and we do use more than we realize when we're practicing violin. So that will hopefully get you started. Like I said, make sure you're breathing deep when you're stretching. Don't hold your breath. You could actually do more damage to your muscles if you're holding your breath while you're stretching, so just be careful of that. And I hope this helps you get started with a stretching routine as part of your practicing.